Hey everybody, and welcome back to MrMFretwell Plays Minecraft. And you join me about to get some diamonds here. There's always going to be something coming though, it kind of worries me a little bit. So I'm in the midst of mining, as you can see, and I'm about to get these diamonds here. I just want to kind of shore up the area a bit before I do that. And the mining trip has been somewhat productive so far. Not super productive. Oh god, what am I doing here? I mean, it could have been better, but it could have been worse. And we'll see how many diamonds we get out of this. Come and collect this iron here soon too. I want to try and get as much of that as possible. There's a lot of it in this cave right here. Wow, yeah, there really is a lot of it. If I seal that up, I think we'll be okay. How many diamonds is this? There's at least 2. I got 2 out of that. Oh, it looks like a vein of 4, maybe? Seal that up. I'm gonna get rid of this obsidian because I have a fear there's gonna be lava near it. I guess not. 1, and... oh, did we end with 4? I think we ended with 3 or 4. So we got 7 out of that. Not the end of the world. Could have been better, but I'm not going to complain. It's more diamonds for me, so I'm pretty happy with that. So in today's episode, what I would like to do is really kind of get a bunch of busy work done, I guess. I mean, we still need to finish up the farm. That probably is a priority for us right now. As I say, I've done a little bit of mining, but things have been so busy again, I've not really had a great deal of time. This is the first day I've actually been able to sit down and do any mining, probably for over a week. So I'm continuing to breed my cows as well. I want to try and get enchanted books, and speaking of which, we're level 30 now, so I can do another book enchantment. So I'll probably have to go do one of those and get prepared again. And we might look at making an anvil today. That might be something to do. Kind of experiment a bit. Here's zombies over here, but I'm not going to dig for them. We'll run into them at some point, no doubt. So what's the haul so far from my little mining trip here? A couple of stacks of redstone, some lapis, some coal. And I'm also saving these picks here for the anvil. Starting to save all my broken tools so that we can experiment a bit later. Some more coal over here too. So we definitely want to get an anvil made. I've also looked at the blaze farm. The thing is with that though, I don't have any slime balls. So that's going to be kind of a bit of a ways away, I think, for now. That's okay. We'll get there in the end, I'm sure of that. But for now, I just kind of want to continue with my mining for a while. And then I'll be back and we can look at something else. Alrighty guys, so I've done that mining. I didn't find any more diamonds, but we are past 2 stacks worth now, so that's pretty good. I also got a bunch of levels together and enchanted some more books. I got some more efficiency, some more unbreaking, and some other different books like that. But what I would like to do now is kind of turn my attention to the farm here. It's fully grown so far with what we added last episode. And today I would kind of like to finish it if at all possible, or at least get it to a point where all I need to do is the lighting, that type of thing. That would be pretty good. So I did gather up a bunch of wood in the abandoned mine when I went caving, and also just by doing some forestry on the surface, cutting down some oak trees, so we can actually get on with finishing this now. And really, the main things we need to do are sugarcane. We still need a place for potatoes, because we only have wheat and carrots. And then we need melons, pumpkins. Oops. I have an axe for this. There we go, and I'll put these on 5. So, we still need melons, pumpkins, vines we will need at some point. Cactus. And nether wart, I believe, are everything we need. So I'm kind of thinking what I want to do. Oh, and by the way, this is just another pick I enchanted. Efficiency 4 and breaking 3. Again, very handy. So, I'm not totally sure how I want to do it, but what I'm thinking I need to do to begin... Oh, and my crops are going to die if I'm not careful. Is expand this wall back and put the reeds and the potatoes back here, and then probably off to the side have some different ones. That's what I'm thinking. So if we were going to do that, I would need to get my wood here and put it in like this. I'll pick up these torches and kind of create this wooden pillar. Or beam, I guess, across. And then I would want to do a similar thing at the back. Connect these together. And run along the back here as well. The idea is wherever there's stone bricks on the outside, we put the stairs. So here we would have stairs, for example. So that's what I think I want to go with for now. We're going to need to do a lot of work in expanding this, but that's not going to be super difficult, seeing as I've got this good pick. And then after that, we'll probably look towards adding the other farms in. So I'm going to get on with this right now. Alright, so I've done some expansions to the farm, as you can see. We've got a place for potatoes now, which I have some growing, and... Oops, oh no. That's not what I'm meant to do. We want to do this here. There we go, put a lily pad down. So you will have noticed from the time lapse there's a cave or a ravine or something crazy going on over here. I've just got it blocked up for now. This guy has an ink sac. Or several ink sacs. 2. So I'm not sure what this is. Oh, that's where the squids keep dying. There's a skeleton there. Oh no. Well, he's gone now. Kill him. Yeah, I'm not sure what this is here. There's a creeper up there. Must be a ravine that I've not explored much. I've clearly been over there though, so I'm not sure what's going on with this. I'm not going to shoot him, that's a bad idea. So, this is going to need some investigating, and it's just chock full of mobs. I have a feeling I know why. It's mainly because I have explored almost all the caves around here. So this is kind of one of the few places left there is for mobs to even spawn in. So That's why I ran into so many zombies. I thought it was a zombie spawner initially, but it was not. It was just a crazy cave here, so that's what that is. That's going to need some investigation and some cleaning out at some point. Where's my way back here? Is it through here? Nope. Get lost in my own tunnels sometimes. That's the ravine. Here we go. It's just exactly the opposite. I kind of dug around for a bit too long. So I've been working on this as well, and I kind of want to do something else for a while after this, because I've been working on it pretty much half an hour or so now, and it's kind of getting a bit tedious. And I'm beginning to realize something, and I think this is probably something that you guys have too. Iron picks are okay, but for stuff like this, it's just taking too long, and I'm having to enchant tons of them. So I'm probably going to look at making a diamond pick or two to really just get the job done, because otherwise it's just going to take tons and tons of iron picks, and I'm going to have to keep enchanting them and putting 30 levels on them, and you know, if I just get efficiency or a different enchantment, it doesn't last very long. I mean, I've already been through 2 picks just doing this. I went through my entire efficiency and unbreaking one, and yeah, I know that we did a little bit of digging over there, but that wasn't that much as far as tools are concerned. So I think upgrading to diamond tools might be the way to go. I don't know, I think I'm still in a phase where I think I don't have many diamonds, because I never really did for a long time, but now I do again, and I've just got to get back used to making diamond tools. So that's what I'm gonna do. Is this a... oh, it's savanna, okay. I thought it was a desert biome. I guess the sugarcane looks different. So I tried to make this pattern here to get more sugarcane in than what you would normally get in a row-based design. So we'll see how it goes. I had to slightly rework the lighting. What is going on here with this? That is no good. It has to be on a cobble block, and there's a reason for that, so that when I do the roof it all matches. So I'm not sure what I was doing there. Right, so I want to cover this up as much as I can. So we have a few spots on the sides. This here could be filled in, and I can get a few more replants in there. That corner already is filled. This one couldn't really do anything with. So that's that. I'm happy with that. So farms will start growing and getting on with what they do. And let me just kind of organize my inventory a bit here. Right, so what have I got? All sorts of bits and bobs, really. Just lots of brokeny bits, and that's kind of important actually for what I want to do. Do I have a place for bows? I don't think I do. I think I'll just put it in the weapons chest for now. So dirt, and I've just got some wood left over. Just bear with me a minute and I'll get my inventory sorted, and then we can do what I want to do. Some stone bricks, and I don't need these lily pads anymore, so I can put those away. Buckets, I'm going to throw these in here. Just have the wild water bucket with me for now. Redstone related items and wood stairs. Okay, so we're all organized now. We have everything, which is pretty important. So now what I would like to do is get an anvil going, and we haven't done this yet, and I don't know really anything about the way anvils work, so this is going to be interesting, and it's going to be kind of a way of dealing with it. It has a different icon now, so I'm just going to put this down right here for now, because I need to learn about it rather than try and find a space for it. I'm thinking I may want to long-term include some sort of anvil station somewhere in my base. Possibly where I end up locating this stuff long term. So for now though, I'm just gonna get this guy down. It looks the same, so that's always a good start. And for some time what I've been doing is I've actually been saving up all these broken tools, essentially, mainly pickaxes, Got some hoes in here, some shovels. We're not going to be able to do anything with that, so I'm not going to mess around with that. And this, I don't really want to mess around with diamond stuff right now, so let's just stick with the iron and stone stuff for now. So I have 31 levels that I've saved up, and the way it used to be is repairing would cost a certain amount. I'm probably not going to mess with this guy too much either. Can I invent something new here? Oh, it's not very good. That's not going to work. That will still be the same. Say if I put these two together, what would that cost? That would cost 13 and it would give me efficiency 5. That doesn't seem a great deal different from what it was before. What about this here? 19. And the other way around, it's only 13. Now what I've been told is renaming an item is cheaper now than it used to be. That only costs 1 level. That's definitely different to before. Now what I would like to understand is, does that impact? And I look at this here, that costs 2 levels to do that, and the other way around 2 levels. But I can do this in here. The repair does go a bit further, but at least for stone tools, that's not going to be particularly useful. So I'm going to, there we go, I'm going to put the hoe on one side for now. So definitely repairing unenchanted stuff is still a no-go, because it's going to use up the anvil, and it's just going to be kind of pointless all around, really. So we learned that, at least with stone tools anyway. I don't know if it's any different with iron tools. So here's what I want to do as kind of a test. We have this pick here and this one. They're both exactly the same pickaxe. What I would like to do is I would like to rename one of them, and I'm gonna not rename another one, and we're gonna see if it makes a difference. So we're just gonna call this, I don't know, it was a work pick, so we'll call it worker. That costs a single level. Now if I put this to that, that would cost 3. But if I do it with this one, it only costs 2. That's interesting. Now obviously these picks that I have aren't very good. They're almost broken. So why don't we try with a fully repaired pick? I want to see if that changes the cost at all. Now from what I have heard, basically before, the way it worked is that if you renamed an item, you can repair it forever and ever and ever. That has since changed and it doesn't work anymore. And actually, yeah, that only costs 3 still, so it doesn't matter. And I assume this will be the same, it will cost 2. Yeah, and the other way around, it will cost 10. Ouch, okay. So from what I've heard and what we've just seen here, renaming an item doesn't work anymore. So that's important to know. Now the other thing I've heard is that repairing is exponential. And what I mean by that is the amount of times you repair an item, it increases. So it might start with 3 levels, and the next time I try and repair it, it goes to 6, and then it will go to 12, 24, and then to expensive. I'm not sure about that. We should leave him on one side for now. I have all of these, so if I repaired that, and I know it's not very good, and it's going to cost me 2 levels, that gives me some back. That costs 3, so it definitely has increased. But now what we should test with this guy is it costs 3, but then does it stay at 3? No, look at that, it goes to 5. So that definitely, renaming is a no-go then. So this is 3, and then if I do this, see it goes to 5. And if I did that, what does that do? Put it to 9. Yeah, it's as I thought, it's exponential. Now I don't know if it caps at 39 like the anvil used to be able to do, and you can just indefinitely repair items at 39 levels, and it's just going to cost a lot. Because experience is a lot more now. You need a lot more experience per level than you used to. I'm not gonna... Do I want to repair that particularly? I don't think so. I have all of these other ones. So you can definitely still... The anvil seems to work the same. That hasn't changed from what I'm seeing here. That's pretty expensive right there. 20 that way. That'd give me efficiency 5. So from what I'm seeing here, the anvil, the way it kind of does its actions is the same. Just what's changed is the levels involved in the repair and sort of how you repair. Now my other question is to do with mineral repair. Whoops. So with this pick here, if I do a mineral 4, 5, 6, 7, and it just kind of goes up, it's a level per ingot. Now, the way it used to work before is that, see here, this is going to cost 8 and then 9 and it will be fully repaired. The way that it would work is, say for a fortune pick like this guy here, that would cost 36 to repair every time. What I'm wondering is, if this pick is renamed, that only costs me 4, and I do the repair with the ingot, right, that doubles, okay. So material repair is no good either, essentially. And this here would be 8, and I did that, and now it's going to cost 16. Yeah, it doubles every time, pretty much. Right, okay. I don't fully understand the anvil yet, but that certainly has answered some of my questions. It basically behaves the same way, just the way that it handles levels is different. I'm probably going to have to do some research a little bit into this to fully understand it further. But that was certainly an interesting exercise to actually try and better understand this. I think I'm going to leave this alone though for now, because I only have 5 levels left. And one thing I've noticed since I was using my skeleton trap quite a bit, as I said a moment ago, the levels, I guess I can use this, seeing as it's kind of on its way back. The amount of levels, or rather the experience you require per level, has increased dramatically, particularly when you get beyond 30. It's really difficult to amass a lot. I left it AFK for hours, and I only came back and there was about 40 levels I got out of it, and there was probably a good 400 skeletons. So I'm definitely going to look towards building a different type of experience trap in the long term that is going to give me more experience. I don't know necessarily when I want to do that. I kind of want to finish this here first. The skeleton trap is okay, but as I say, I think I'm going to have to look towards making diamond tools to make the most efficient use out of it. Because now I'm down to 5 levels and I'm going to have to grind my way all the way back up to 30 again. And if I just spend it on an iron pick, it's not the most productive for me by any stretch. So, and with the fact that repairs on an anvil start so cheap, I don't think it's such a bad idea to actually just enchant a diamond pick and then repair it while it's still cheap. So we'll have to see. I'm going to do some research for sure. As for this, I'm not totally sure what I want to do about this, to be honest. I obviously still need to add the melons, the pumpkins, vines, netherwort, and I think there's a couple of other things in here that I still don't have yet in this box. So melons, pumpkins, mushrooms, cactus. Yeah, I still am missing a lot of stuff here. So I'm probably going to have to keep my nose to the grindstone, essentially, and just try and power through it and get it done. And I'm thinking we'll probably try and get that done for next episode so that we can look at some other stuff. With the anvil, the way it is, that's been a useful learning experiment, and I want to make some diamond tools for sure. And maybe next episode we'll look at getting ourselves some better equipment and going out and maybe trying to find some slimes. I've not had any luck underground, so maybe we'll pop out to the swamp biome again with some improved equipment and see if we can get some slime balls that way. Because it looks like the blaze trap is kind of the only way we've got now if we're going to radically improve our situation here, at least in the short term. As I've said before, as far as the ender farm is concerned, I'm not totally sure about that, but I do know that I'm probably pretty close to having the supplies I would need for the blaze farm. The main thing I would be short on is probably blocks, and I would get those from digging out the farm, so... And also I could finish up some other parts of the base as well, get a brewing room going, that type of thing. So, we'll have to see. I'm not totally sure yet where we're going, but maybe by next episode my mind will be a little bit clearer as to where we're going to go. If we can get the farm done though, that's pretty much everything for the base, aside from just little things like the brewing room and obviously doing the lighting and such. So I'm probably going to try and power through that for next episode. And again, I'm sorry that the episodes, particularly for this series, have been a bit slow coming. I have been working on some other things lately. I actually was having a conversation with somebody about a project that I'm working on that is really, really exciting. So I've been working on that a lot actually, which is a bit different from everything that we've seen so far. So I'll hopefully be able to get you some news on that soon. I don't want to talk about it just yet, but that's been taking up time, and I've been working on mod pack stuff and mod videos, and I've also been working on a new series that should air soon, hopefully. Actually, after this, I'm going to work on the intro for that as well. And I'm sorry that this has kind of turned into a bit of a talky bit, but I'll just kind of update you on where things are at. So I really appreciate your patience and sticking with me. Stuff like this is taking up the time at the moment because I can't really do things in an effective time because I don't have the greatest of equipment. But we'll get there. We'll definitely get there in the long run. So I hope you've enjoyed today's episode, guys, and I hope to see you in the next one when we will get to work, hopefully, on moving towards some better equipment. So until then, see you later, and have a good day.